Okay, so today we are doing a deep dive into, well, probably the most misunderstood book of the Bible, Revelation.
Definitely has that reputation.
Yeah, and we're zooming in on chapter 1. Our source material calls it a kind of chronological meditation, the living key to the whole thing.
His living key, right?
Our mission here is to really unpack the difference between believing in what the source calls a dead Jesus versus a living Jesus.
That's a stark contrast.
It is, and how that shift in understanding actually helps you, the listener, when you're facing fear or pressure or maybe even persecution.
Yeah, whether that's ancient history or something very modern.
Exactly. Now, Revelation often feels difficult, with all the visions and symbols.
Sure, it can seem pretty daunting.
But the argument here is interesting. The source says the difficulty isn't really the visions themselves. It's more about maybe not knowing the context, the background, or God's real intention behind it all.
Context is absolutely crucial here. I mean, John wasn't writing in a vacuum. He's writing to 7 specific churches in Asia Minor. That's basically Western Turkey today. And it wasn't peaceful. Not at all.
Okay.
The whole region was under severe persecution. You have this heavy Greek culture, plus a really fervent emperor worship thing going on.
Emperor worship, so political and religious pressure.
Absolutely. Places like Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, they had these big temples for worshiping the emperor.
Wow.
So if you refused, local officials came down hard. It drove serious, often violent persecution against Christians.
And John himself experienced this.
Directly. He received this vision while he was exiled, stuck on the island of Patmos specifically on account of the word of God and the testimony of Jesus.
So he's writing from a place of suffering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the timing mentioned is also key. It happened on the Lord's day while he was deeply in worship, seeking God.
Okay, so that really sets the stage for what he sees next, this powerful moment. He turns and sees this figure, just radiating authority, standing among 7 golden lampstands.
The description is meant to convey sheer majesty and, well, terror in a way, one like the Son of Man.
Yeah, dressed in a long robe, golden sash, hair white as snow, eyes like a fire.
Like a flame of fire, yeah. Feet like polished bronze, and this voice like a massive waterfall.
The roar of many waters. Incredible imagery.
It really is.
And this figure isn't just standing there passively. He holds 7 stars.
Representing the 7 churches.
Right, in his right hand.
Yeah.
It symbolizes his direct control, his authority over them.
Total sovereignty.
And then there's the sharp 2-edged sword coming from his mouth. I mean, John's reaction says it all. He just collapses, falls down like he's dead.
Utterly overwhelmed. But then comes the core message, the real foundation of comfort in the source's view. Yeah. It's Jesus' response.
What does he say?
He lifts John up and declares, I was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore, and I have the keys of death and Hades.
Wow. I have the keys.
That right there changes everything for those persecuted believers. Their faith isn't in someone stuck on a cross, a historical figure.
It's in the resurrected one.
Exactly. The empty cross, yes. But crucially, the empty tomb. That statement makes it crystal clear who holds the real power.
Not the Emperor Domitian back then.
Not him, and certainly not some mythical king of hell.
Yeah.
The living Jesus holds the keys, the authority over death itself. The message to that terrified church is basically, don't be afraid, your Lord is alive and sovereign.
Okay, so that addresses their sort of external fear of Rome, but then the source pivots, right, to modern life.
It does, and it's quite challenging.
It seems like when we face pressure today, we often blame our external situation.
Right, the job, the relationship, the economy, whatever it is.
But the source claims the real obstacle often isn't the situation itself. It's something internal. It's greed.
Yeah, it's a striking connection, isn't it? Linking persecution and sovereignty to personal greed.
Why greed? How does that track?
Well, the idea is that greed, that desire for comfort or self-protection or getting what we want apart from God, that's the root of sin. And when greed takes hold, what do? We tend to hide from God, just like Adam and Eve in the garden. We start making excuses.
Yeah, alibis.
That's the word the source uses. Alibis.
Yeah.
Reasons why we aren't really living fully for God.
So the challenge isn't just enduring tough times, it's tackling that internal pull towards self-interest instead of faith.
Precisely. And that leads to this concept of living coram Deo.
Coram Deo. Latin.
Yes. It means before God, or maybe better, in the presence of God.
Living with that constant awareness.
Yes, the constant awareness that the living Jesus, the one with the keys, is right there watching, actively present in every part of your life.
So if we forget that, if we slip into believing in a, what was the phrase, fossilized Jesus,
Yeah, Jesus just for history books or doctrine.
then we naturally try to fix things ourselves,
Mhm.
driven by self-interest, by that greed, leading to these excuses.
Exactly. It all connects.
So the ultimate encouragement from this deep dive isn't just about knowing doctrine, it's about powerful companionship.
A living relationship with the living, unchanging God. It's a call away from just being religious.
So here's the thought to maybe wrestle with from this source. When you feel stuck, when you feel unable to walk closely with God, is it really the weight of your situation, your environment? Or could it be perhaps an internal battle with greed that's creating those alibis, preventing you from living fully coram Deo in the presence of the living key himself?